Welcome to my Alaska. As you can see, I'm all loaded up. That obviously means we're going somewhere. And I bet you can guess. Yep, that's right. We're going up to my remote cabin. I'm working on something over here, but I'm taking a break for the weekend. I got a few things to do up at the cabin since, as you saw in the previous video, things didn't work out very well for me. Fingers crossed things are better this weekend. You'll see this in an upcoming video real soon. Now let's get in the truck and head on up. I made it to the parking spot. Let's get unloaded so we can get back to the cabin. And just like that, I'm loaded up. In my last video, right here is where I broke the chain. So, fingers crossed that I make it safe this time. I'm gonna try a little zigzag instead. I don't want to chance it. Are still here, I'll get those later. We made it, and as far as I know, nothing broke. Big thumbs up on that one. Let's get the stuff unloaded and get settled in. Let's go down and get those 3 batteries and bring them back up. Woo! Pretty dark over that way. It is calling for some possible rain. Let's hope not. let's see if I can't make it up the rest of this hill and back to the cabin. I saw something over here. I want to go and check it out. I partially ran it over, I think. Oh, there it is. Look at that grass. That's weird looking grass. Whole bunch of little seed heads and everything. If you know what kind of grass this is, let me know in the comments. I've never seen grass like this before. I got the batteries in, and I feel a few drops of rain falling. Let's get inside before it rains too hard. It's the next morning, and one of the reasons I came up to the cabin, I want to mow the yard out there. So let's go and dig out the push lawnmower and see if she'll start. Another beautiful day here at the cabin. And you can see the grass is pretty high. It's been a few years since I've actually cut this grass. The one year I decided not to cut it at all because I wanted it to grow in and seed itself. And then the last year or two, I just haven't. Either I wasn't up here very much, didn't have the time to get up here, things like that. Or when I was up here, conditions weren't right. Maybe it was raining, stuff like that. I'm up here. It's a beautiful weekend. So let's get this grass cut if the mower will start. Here's the lawnmower. It's sat here for like 2 to 3 years. So let's get this out and see if she'll start up. Let's check the gas. Still has a little bit of gas in it. Now I'm looking for the oil. Oh, there it is. Yep, oil is fine. I figured the oil would be. Oh man, not even trying to start. Oh wait, I think there's something I gotta... No, I was thinking there was a switch or something I needed to throw on this thing, but I guess not. Yikes. Not very clean. Wow, look at that, even caked up with old grass and stuff. Let's try it now. Kind of trying to, a little bit better than before. what it was. This is the primer right here. There was no fuel in the system. As soon as I pressed that a couple times, I could hear fuel being shot into the engine area, and it started right up. Don't like putting this thing back on, but it's all I got. Let's take a walk around and I'll show you why I need to cut this so bad. This bush is common up here. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's growing all over the property. This is a birch tree growing, and there's a whole bunch of them growing. Here's that little bush again. And I mean, they're all over. Like, here's a pretty nice sized one. More birch trees everywhere. I'm not sure what kind of tree this is, but I mean, look at it. It's getting pretty thick. This is older, so that's starting to grow. The grass isn't very deep here, but let's walk over this way. The grass gets really deep. It's like waist deep over here. Yeah, look at this. Look at how deep this grass is. I mean, it's up to my belly area. Definitely needs to get cut. And I need to cut all of this down through there and clear over there. And look at it over by my steps and stuff, how deep it is. That's chest deep on me. Definitely needs cut. But I gotta run to another cabin out in this area and look at a job for digging Alaska. So I'll catch up with you guys after I get back. I just stopped at my neighbor's and I borrowed his chainsaw. So let's get this tree cut out, then I can use this pathway again. I know I don't have any protection on. I do have my Carhartt pants, which give me some protection, but I don't have any hearing protection or eye protection or anything. It is what it is. That's all done. I'm gonna cut this one that's leaning and we'll call it good. Okay, I'm happy with all that. Wow, is it hot out here. I bet it's over 80 degrees here and hardly a cloud in the sky. I'm back out here at the truck and I'm getting the last 4 batteries I need to take in. Let's get these taken in and spend the night at the cabin. First thing I'm gonna do is I need to pull a couple propane tanks out from under the cabin. So let's get those out. There they are. Not looking too bad back here. I brought these windows out. Never know if I'm gonna use them or not someday, but they're out here. These 2 propane tanks should be full. Yep. They're both full. I never heard this on a propane tank before. Listen. What could be banging around inside the propane tank? Leave it in the comments. It's time. Let's get this grass cut. First thing I'm gonna do is use my tester and just confirm all these batteries are good. That one's a little weak and it is bulged a little bit, I see. Let's try this one. That one's about the same, not quite as bad. None of these are gonna be perfect, that's for sure. That one's better. I don't think I'm gonna use this one. This one's really weak also, I might not use it. But the other 4 are good. I don't really want to do this, but I won't be happy with myself if I don't. I'm going to disconnect all the batteries and test them all and confirm they're all good. I see one here has a corroded terminal, so I may pull that one out. I'm just going to do it. I don't really want to, but I'm going to, so I'll catch up with you guys once I get all these tested. I know I said I would bring you guys back after I got done testing the batteries, but I was running into an issue, and I called up my neighbor. He came over and we talked about it a little bit. I unhooked all my batteries and I tested half the batteries, and every single one of them was testing really bad. However, all of them were testing at right around 11.2 volts. So I wasn't sure what was going on, how they could be testing so bad, but yet still be charged, somewhat charged up anyways. So he came over, we talked about it. Decided, heck with it, don't worry about it. I added in all the new ones. These 2 I was not going to add in, but decided to add them in anyways. And then I ran out of cables, so these 2 batteries are not actually hooked up at the moment. And I didn't feel like pulling them out. I already had all these hooked up and stuff, so I just left them sit where they are. What I am going to do, since the whole system as a whole is reading 11.5, 11.6 volts, I'm going to turn my generator on and leave it run for an hour or 2 and see how well I can get these batteries charged up. So I'll bring you guys back after the generator's off. Another trip to the cabin has come to an end, but I want to show you what I got done. Just take a look at how much I got mowed. All this over here on the other side of these old logs. Next time I'm up, I'm gonna mow even more of that down there. I can go almost down to like that small tree right there. I got all this mowed around the cabin a little bit, and over to my power shed and the outhouse is all nice and mowed. And while I was up here, I noticed I'm having issues with my batteries. I don't know exactly what's going on. I know enough to get everything hooked up and working right, but I don't know the ins and outs of batteries and solar and stuff like that. So there's something going on. It says all my old batteries are like beyond bad, but I can't believe that's true. So I don't know what's going on. I'll look into it a little bit more next time I'm up. But until then, it is what it is. I checked the game camera that I have. There wasn't really anything on it. I think there were a couple birds, that was it. So no sense in even showing any of that video. There was nothing there. And a lot of me just coming and going and stuff like that. This is gonna wrap up this video. Thanks everyone, and have a great day.